Simmer down, Glamour Pants. I'm just changing a crummy fuse.
The Marvel franchise has been stomping around for the better part of a century, and has an insane amount of characters with some really unique powers and abilities. One of my personal favorites is Hawkeye, or Clint Barton, who even has his fair share of the silver screen.
Well, I played 18, shot 18. Just can't seem to miss.
I had to write 2 essays for my English course about a topic of our choice, so I chose something that I was interested in knowing more about. The problem that came with that is Marvel is brimming with information. This ex-Carney 20-something-year-old has single-handedly defeated an elder of the universe with nothing but the whimsy in his heart. Twice. That's a lot to talk about in just 2 essays.
All right, look, you jade temper tantrum. This was totally your fault.
My first essay was basically a biography, trying to follow the timeline of the comics, which has been effectively in shambles ever since the timeline was reinvented by the editor-in-chief Joe Quesada back in 2003. I spent most of my time researching and going down video essay rabbit holes, trying to find out as much information as I could. And through that research, something amazing happened. I suddenly knew the character so well that I came out on the other side. I suddenly understood what was important to his character, and thus what to leave out for the essay. How to make a character analysis less than 1,000 words. For example, not everybody needs to know about what happened with Phantom Rider and Bobby Morse that led to her and Clint's divorce. I would sure hope they knew, but they don't have to. With the second essay, I struggled how to make my interest into a thesis. What I did know that I wanted to do was to make it about the deaf representation in Hawkeye and the most renowned series that Hawkeye's represented in, Matt Fraction and David Aja's Hawkeye, in 2014, the complete saga of Barton and Bishop. Fraction and Aja's series exploded in popularity with the appealing color schemes and the more grounded Clint that fights mafia for the people in his apartment complex. But more importantly, the visual storytelling that Aja had used in 2 of the issues and how influential that was to the representation in the deaf community. Again, I ran into the issue of having too much to write about. I hadn't realized exactly what I had done last time until just a week before the due date. It was only when I was pacing around my friend's dorm in the middle of a 10-minute tangent that I realized what must be done. So I threw myself back into my research, and I got to see just how influential Fraction Aja's work was. At the end of the day, it's night. And more importantly, it's better to get the bigger picture when writing an essay about something that you like. Don't go learn about physics just to write an essay about how boats float. But if you're really interested in something, you should know the topic in its entirety. Go down those rabbit holes. Get a PhD on a Tuesday night. For example, I now know way too much about Hawkeye and everything he did with the communists, and that time he slept with Scarlet Witch because she killed him and he wanted to know why. Hope you enjoyed this video essay. Happy writing. No, it works.